Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So welcome dear devotees. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 1, chapter number 15. The Pandavas retire timely. Today our discussion starts from text number 19. Shayya sanatana vikattana bhojanadisva aikyadvayasya ritavan iti vipralabdha sakhyu sakheva pitravadtanayasya sarvam sehe mahan mahitaya kumatera gamme. Pooja Vithalani Mataji, can you read English translation?
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Text 19 translation. Generally, both of us used to live together and sleep, sit and loiter together. And at the time of advertising oneself for act of chivalry, sometimes if there were any irregularity, I used to reproach him by saying, "My friend, you are very truthful." Even in those hours, when his value was minimized, he, being the Supreme Soul, used to tolerate all those uttering of mine and excusing me exactly as a true friend excuses his true friend, or a father excuses his son. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Here it says generally both of us used to live together. Who is speaking this?
Arjuna is saying to Yudishtir Maharaj.
Very good. Arjuna is saying to Yudishtir Maharaj. And both of us means who?
Arjuna and Krishna.
Very good. Arjuna and Krishna. At least we need to make sure हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, कहाँ पे बात कर रहे हैं. Now, what did we discuss yesterday? Couple of points. Someone wants to say? And then because this verse is also continuing from the lesson of yesterday. Unmute and say, in case if you are speaking.
So Arjuna is talking about all his pastimes with Lord Krishna, how he has been with him through different challenges and how he has helped him in many ways. And then he's talking about his frank talks and so many different pastimes with his enemies that Krishna has always helped him, been with him, always by his side. And without him, now he's feeling very dejected.
Excellent. Yes, Arjuna was feeling the presence of Krishna in different situations, in different pastimes. We saw so many instances, events in life. Arjuna is remembering that how it was possible because of the grace of Krishna, because of his presence. What else? Second point we discussed yesterday. One more, and then we will begin.
Prabhuji, we saw that all the situations seemed very invincible for Arjuna, and even the warriors were very brave. But since he was sitting in the chariot of Krishna, it seemed easy for him to cross the ocean of all the invincible things. Similarly, even for us, like there are many situations and things which are invincible for us. But if we have Krishna, if we feel the Krishna presence of Krishna in our life, then it's easy for us to cross all those. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Radhika Mataji. When you wrote the summary yesterday, you said today's discussion was mind-blowing. I had to read again the summary and I had to hear the recording that what did I say which was mind-blowing. But thank you so much. Yes, we also saw that how whatever chanting we do, aarti we do, kirtan we participate, devotee association, reading of scriptures, we need to do that with bhava, with feelings, and we have to make sure it does not become mechanical. Whenever, as you said, whenever we feel heavy or sad in life, we can remember what Krishna has given us, what are the blessings of Krishna in our life. And we discussed that it is very important to establish a personal relationship with Krishna, right? Now, today, 19 and 20, we will discuss together, which is continuing the same thing. Puja Vitrani Mataji, if you can read 20 and then the translation as well, and then we'll begin the theme.
Hare Krishna. Text 20. सोऽहं नुपेद्ररहितः पुरुषोत्तमेन सख्या प्रियेण सुहृदा हृदयेन शून्यः अश्वानि उरक्रं परिग्रहम् अङ्गरक्षन् गौपेरसदिरबलेव विनिर्जितोऽस्मि. Translation. O Emperor, now I am separated from my friend and dearmost well-wisher, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore my heart appears to be void of everything. In his absence, I have been defeated by a number of infidel cowherd men while I was guarding the bodies of all the wives of Krishna.
Thank you so much. So yesterday's text number 18, Arjun was saying that how his jokings and frank talking with Krishna was very pleasing, his beautiful smile. So Arjuna's interaction with Krishna. And today also text number 19 talks about how Arjun used to live together, sleep, sit and loiter together with Krishna. Again, the same personal relationship and feeling of Krishna, presence of Krishna is mentioned by Arjuna here. Today's talk, we will go a bit deeper about the relationship, what we talked about yesterday. A little bit deeper, little bit more serious compared to yesterday. Many times we see people say that मेरे पास तो कृष्णा हमेशा रहते हैं. I stay near to the temple. When I meet people in the temple and when I talk, they tell me that मुझे तो कृष्णा आसपास feel होते हैं. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कृष्णा is present around me. Presence, whatever we discussed yesterday. Some people actually talk to Krishna and they tell that मुझे तो कृष्णा से guidance भी मिलते हैं. मैं तो बात भी करती हूँ कृष्णा से. And some people actually talk to the deities as well. So sometimes people say Krishna is always present as the center in our house. हमारे घर में तो कृष्णा से पहले जब से मैं born हुई हूँ, जब से मेरा my memory is there, Krishna is present in our house. हर रोज पूजा होती है, हर रोज उनकी presence उनको भोग लगता है. And people say I feel connected to Krishna. I love Krishna so much. I feel Krishna is like my friend. Krishna is with me all the time. जैसे अर्जुन यहाँ पे बोलता है ऐसे have you experienced any time? I have experienced hundreds of times. People tell me हमारा तो भगवान से बहुत बात हो रहा है. मुझे तो आसपास फील होता है कृष्णा. मुझे तो कई कई बार I can see that his garland and his flowers and I can hear Krishna walking. ऐसे लोग बताते हैं. See, same thing what Arjun is saying, that Krishna, feeling of presence of Krishna in life, some people also talk. But there is a big difference, dear devotees. Feeling the presence of Krishna, establishing the relationship with Krishna, which we saw yesterday, there is a not only like this sentimental or emotional point कि मुझे फील होता है, मेरे पास में रहते हैं, मैं बात करती हूँ, मुझे गाइड करते हैं, मेरा तो कृष्णा के साथ बहुत प्यार है, आई लव कृष्णा सो मच, मेरे तो लिए कृष्णा ही कृष्णा है. All this is there, but Arjun's this pastime of this particular slokas is teaching us a very strong message. Arjun was able to sit with Krishna, talk with Krishna, having joking conversation with Krishna, along with his surrender to Krishna. His surrender to Krishna means he was following the instructions of Krishna. Whatever he said in Bhagavad Gita, that means whatever Krishna's given the message in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun accepted it. Arjun was surrendered to Krishna. Arjun was accepting the instructions of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita, the instruction was like a life manual for Arjun. Whatever Krishna said, Karishye Vachanam Tava. He is completely following that. So, the message we learn from this is real love is not sentimental or emotional कि मुझे कृष्णा presence feel होता है, मैं कृष्णा को बहुत प्यार करता हूँ, मुझे कृष्णा आस पास रहते हैं. That is one part of the story. But जो real love होता है, real relationship, that is more practical. It's not emotional or sentimental, but it is practical. And that practical aspect, surrender aspect, is very important. And we see here in Arjuna's pastime. Imagine if there is a son of a father, and the son says, I love you, dad. I feel you are always with me, dad. And all this जो अर्जुन और लोग कृष्ण के बारे में बोलते हैं, I love you, I respect you, this that. But words ठीक है, but in practical application, a person never listens to the father, never respects to the father, never obeys his guidance, never take care of him, never looks after him, his needs nicely. तो क्या बोलते हैं कि ये बच्चा बोलता है आई लव यू माय डैड एंड आई लव यू माय फादर, लेकिन सिर्फ सुपरफिशियली, ओनली बाय वर्ड्स, not by actions. No, that is not real love. Can we say that real love? Real love means सेंटिमेंटल इमोशनल तो होता है, बट अलोंग विद दैट प्रैक्टिकल भी होना चाहिए. एंड कृष्णा ऑल्सो सीज our love by not what we are feeling in the heart, but what we are putting in the action, practical application. That is what important it is. See, when Arjun is mentioning all these things, the relationship, his exchanges with Krishna, two things that comes out from his relationship with Krishna. First one is sweetness of his relationship, sitting together, joking together, loitering together, having jokes together, talking. So Arjuna's relationship with Krishna clearly shows two things. The first one is sweetness of his relationship. Second is seriousness in his obedience to the instructions of Krishna. So sweetness of relationship and sweet seriousness in obedience. That means whatever Krishna said, Arjun didn't want to fight, but Krishna said you have to fight. So Arjun fought even though he did not want to. Whatever he spoke in Bhagavad Gita, Arjun accepted it, listened all the message, cleared his doubt, and acted on it. Krishna has given so many instructions in Bhagavad Gita. Humility के लिए, mind control के लिए, devotion, to meditate on Krishna's names, all these things. And why Krishna has given? Let's see in text number 21 and 22. Otherwise, one sloka we will finish half an hour. Anshul Prabhu, 21 and 22 together, and we'll continue our discussion of what does real love for Krishna means. What does real relationship? Not only sentimental and emotional, but practical. Yes, 21 and 22. You can read Sanskrit and translation together.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम. हरे कृष्णा डिवोटी धन्यवाद प्रणाम. प्रभुपाद की जय. वर्ष नंबर 21. तद्वै धनुस्त ईशवः सरथो हयास्ते सोहम रथि नृपतयो यत आनमन्ति सर्वं क्षणेन तदभूत सदीश रिक्तम् भस्मन् हुतं कुहकराधम् एवोक्तमुष्याम्.
Translation: I have the very same Gandiva bow, the same arrows, the same chariot drawn by the same horses, and I use them as the same Arjuna, to whom all the kings offered their due respects. But in the absence of Lord Shri Krishna, all of them at a moment's notice have become null and void. It is exactly like offering clarified butter on ashes, accumulating money with a magic wand, and sowing seeds on barren land.
So Arjun is saying in the previous verse, he mentioned about how he was not able to save the wives of Krishna. After Krishna departed from this planet, from Dwarka, Arjun was in Dwarka. He thought all the queens of Krishna, he will get them to Hastinapur and take care of them. So Arjun was carrying all the queens from Dwarka to Hastinapur. And on the way, on the road in the middle, some cowherd men, some like a tribal villagers, cowherd people, they attacked Arjuna. He had, see what is it saying? What Aruna Mataji just read. He had the very same Gandeva bow, same arrows, and the same chariot driven by the horses. Arjun, when he was fighting before, He used to defeat Indra. He used to impress Lord Shiva. Demigods were also impressed by his power. But here, what happened? He was not able to save the wives of Krishna. These tribal people, the cowherd people, they just took away. They defeated Arjuna and they took away. Prabhupada explains the pastime in the previous purport that what does it mean from Brahma, some Puranas, Brahma Puran and Vishnu Puran, why Arjun was defeated, why Krishna's wives were not being saved, and how come these tribal villagers defeated Arjuna and took the wives of Krishna. So Prabhupada explains that the wives of Krishna are protected by Krishna. No one can touch those wives, but it is by the prayers of the sage and previous whole purport is mentioned that they had a blessings. So actually those tribal people, like Krishna comes as the cowherd man and Krishna takes all the wives, and this is the way the pastime is finished. They have to be taken back to the spiritual world, just how Krishna went from this planet. The wives of Krishna, they were the associates, they also need to go. But here, what we see, Arjun is saying, I had the same bow and arrow, but I couldn't win. Anshul Prabhu, one more, and then we'll go to the relationship aspect.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 22 and 23.
Yeah.
Rajam stvayānuprishthānām suhridāmna suhridpure viprashāpa vimūಢānām nignatāṃ muštibirmithah varuणीं madiram pītvā madonmithah chetasām ajanata mivanyonyam chatuh panchavasheshitaha.
Translation: O king, since you have asked me about our friends and relatives in the city of Dwarika, I will inform you that all of them were cursed by the Brahmanas, and as a result, they all became intoxicated with wine made of putrefied rice and fought among themselves with sticks, not even recognizing one another. Now, all but 4 or 5 of them are dead and gone.
So thank you so much. So here Arjun is asking Yudishtir Maharaj's question before he said, are all the Yadu dynasty family members are okay? So Arjun is responding. We know the past time how Yadu dynasty got annihilated. So let's come back to the relationship of Arjuna with Krishna and our relationship establishing with Krishna. So we saw that how real love means not only sentimental or emotional, but also practical surrender. And surrender means accepting the message of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna gives so many messages in Bhagavad Gita about surrender, about humility, about mind control, about chanting his name, meditating on him, all these things. Why Krishna gives so many instructions? Is he like someone who want to just, meri suno, main jaisa bolta hu, aisa karo? Is like a dictator? Krishna is given so many instructions for us in Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures is because he wants to lift us. He takes care of us. He wants us to be happy. So not only just like a friend, two friends here, but he's actually a well-wisher. He knows, Krishna knows that we are in a conditioned state of life. And if we don't change ourselves, then we will suffer in this world. There is suffering in this world. And that's why it is important to learn from Krishna the message of Bhagavad Gita, and we can be happy. He wants us to be happy. He is like a well-wisher, a well-wishing friend, and he is asking us to follow the instructions of Bhagavad Gita so that we can be happy. And he is guiding us in that. Not only like a friendship, koi see, Krishna is not telling to Arjun ki Arjun, what does he say in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita? I want to give up fighting. I want to go to the forest. I will live by begging. And Krishna, as a friend, ऐसा नहीं बोला, मैं तुम्हारे साथ हूँ दोस्त, चलो तुम्हें फॉरेस्ट जाना है, मैं तुम्हारे साथ में आता हूँ, तुम्हें युद्ध नहीं करना, नो प्रॉब्लम, मैं तुम्हारे साथ हूँ, तू मेरा सच्चा दोस्त है. Krishna is not telling like that. He is as a real friend, true friend. देखो क्या लिखा था translation में, as a true friend, he is correcting him. He is not supporting him, but he is correcting him. This all bogus bakwas comes in the movie, that Bollywood movies, कोई प्यार करे तो तुमसे करे, तुम जैसे हो वैसे करे, तुम्हें बदल कर कोई प्यार करे तो वो प्यार नहीं, वो धोखा है और जो भी है. I don't know this slokas, but the real love means, someone is there to correct you, to lift you, to guide you if you are doing something wrong. Like parents love children so much, so that's why they not only support all the time, but when it's required, they correct them as well. It is otherwise it's very easy to say Krishna is my friend, I feel so close with Krishna, I love Krishna so much, मुझे तो कृष्णा बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं, मैं तो इतने, ये सब sentimental emotional ठीक है, but the surrender aspect where we accept the message of Bhagavad Gita is very important. So we have to ask our own self, are we ready to be corrected? Are we willing to listen to the message of Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna has said? Otherwise, it will be one-sided relationship. Krishna तो हमारे साथ well-wishing relation है ही, but are we ready to get corrected? Are we ready to have the second other side of the relationship? और वो कैसे पता चलता है? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, are we chanting every day? You know, वो टिक बॉक्स होता है ना, वो जैसे सुबह उठ के ब्रश करना होता है, शावर करना होता है, खाना होता है, काम पे जाना होता है, घर के काम करने होता है. 5 things we do every day without being told. In the same way, if we are having a genuine relationship with Krishna both ways, then we must be ticking these 5 boxes every day. Are we chanting nicely every day? Are we reading scriptures, whatever instructions for Krishna has given? Are we associating with devotees? Are we offering food, bhoga, to Krishna? And are we doing service, devotional service? ये 5 चीजें, we have to tick box every day. Just like we sleep, we eat, we take shower, we brush, we go to work. In the same way, these 5 things, and that will ensure that we are having a relationship. Krishna says this. It's not I am saying it. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 3.31, Ye me matam idam nityam anuttishtati manava shraddhavantu. Krishna says the one who obeys the injunctions mentioned in Bhagavad Gita and the one who follows his teachings. Krishna is highlighting obeying the injunctions and following these teachings. They are the one who is going to get the benefit of this. So Krishna is saying in 3.31 Bhagavad Gita. Let's continue. 24. कौन करना है? राधिका माता जी 24.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandat Pranam. प्रयेणैताद् भगवता ईश्वरस्य विचेस्थितं मिथो निघ्नन्ति भूतानि भाव्यन्ति च यन्मिथ्मिथा. Factually, this is all due to the supreme will of the Lord, the personality of Godhead. Sometimes people kill one another, and at other times they protect one another. Hare Krishna.
See, this is the supreme will of the Lord. Sometimes, because he's talking about the Yadu dynasty, sometimes people kill one another and other times they protect one another. It is the supreme will of the Lord. We'll do 25, 26 also together and then we will discuss. कौन है? Krishna Prabhu, 25, 26 का संस्कृत आप पढ़ो, but Rohit Prabhu can read the English translation. Haven't heard Rohit Prabhu's nice voice last many days.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Jalokasam jale yadvan mahanto atanti aniyasa durbalan balino rajan mahanto balino mitha evam balisther yadubir mahadbir itaran vibhu yadun yadubir anyonyam bhubaran sanjaharaha.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, everyone. O King, as in the ocean the bigger and stronger aquatics swallow up the smaller and weaker ones, so also the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to lighten the burden of the earth, has engaged the stronger Yadu to kill the weaker and the bigger Yadu to kill the smaller. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much Rohit Prabhu. आपकी आवाज में एक अलग ही जादू है, एक अलग ही इंस्पिरेशन है, पर अच्छा लगता है. I feel so much inspired when I hear your voice. Thank you. So
धन्यवाद
here,
प्रभु.
what Arjuna is saying that it is the supreme will of the Lord. It is the will of the Krishna. So here, all these instructions in Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna has mentioned for us, that is also a will of Krishna. Krishna wants us to follow that. Krishna wants us we live happily. We can lift ourselves. This message can help us. हम जब लोगों को बोलते हैं, when we ask people, please chant, लोग what do they respond? No time. This is the standard. हमें पता ही है. When we ask people no time, time ही नहीं मिलता. Same like this. Once in a week, coming to Bhakti Vriksha, we ask people, हफ्ते में एक बार 2 घंटे आओ. But there is some excuse there. It is not that we are saying this, but it is what Krishna is mentioning. These are the requirements for us to be living happily. It is the will of the Lord. And you see what Krishna is saying to Arjuna. अभी देखो, Krishna is present on the chariot next to Arjuna. ठीक है? Arjun and Krishna are together. This is the dream of many devotees. Many devotees नहीं, sorry, all the devotees, कि भगवान को पर्सनली साथ में खड़े रहे, भगवान के साथ, भगवान हमारे पास में हो पर्सनली, as Arjuna and Krishna was there. But in this situation, before the war in Bhagavad Gita, Arjun is confused. Krishna is present in the chariot next to him, but Arjun is confused. And Arjun is asking questions to Krishna. And what is Krishna telling him? Krishna is telling, think of me, do service to me, devotional service, meditate. Chatusloki 10.10 में आता है, तेसाम सतत युक्ता नाम भजताम प्रीति पूर्वकम. That means bhajatam priti purvakam. Do your devotional service, with love. Those who are constant, tesam satata yukta nam, those who are constantly devoted into my devotional, loving devotional service. Bhagavad Gita 9.22, Ananyasya chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate. चिंतयंतो, चिंतन करना भगवान का मतलब those who meditate on me. देखो, कृष्णा is standing next to अर्जुन. अर्जुन बोल सकता है, अभी तो आप मेरे सामने खड़े हो, अभी मुझे माला करने का, अभी मुझे चैंटिंग करने का, सेवा करने का क्या जरूरत है? बट कृष्णा इज टेलिंग, दिस इज रिक्वायर्ड. तेसाम सतत युक्ता नाम, हमेशा के लिए सतत युक्ता नाम, भजताम प्रीति पूर्वकम. 9.22, अनन्यस्य चिंतयन्तो माम ये जना पर्युपासते. व्हाट इज 7.1 सेज भगवद गीता, मया आसक्ता मन पार्थ योगम युंजन मदाश्रय. मया सक्ता मन पार्थ योगम युंज. दैट मीन्स प्रैक्टिस योगा, प्रैक्टिस, एक्शन करो, बातें मत करो, एक्शन करो, प्रैक्टिस योगा इन फुल. भगवद गीता 8.5, 8.6, अंत काले च मामेव स्मरण मुक्त्वा कलेवरम. कृष्णा इज सेइंग अंत काले, लास्ट मिनट तक, अंत काले च मामे स्मरण मुक्त, मेरा स्मरण करो, मेरा चिंतन करो, मेरी सेवा करो. 9.34, मन मना भव मद भक्तो मध्याजी माम नमस्कुरु. Offer obeisances to me, worship me, then you can come to me. 9.14, सतत कीर्तयन्तो माम यतन्तस्य दृढ़व्रता. कितने श्लोकास है, भगवत गीता बोलते हैं तुम मेरी माला करो, मेरा नाम लो, मेरी सेवा करो, मेरा वर्शिप करो, ऑफर obeisances to me. And when Krishna is saying all this, when Arjun and Krishna are standing next to each other, रथ पे है, तब बात करते हैं. तो people think मेरा कृष्ण के साथ बात होता है, मेरा कृष्ण के साथ रिलेशन है, I love Krishna so much, but we have to ask ourselves, are we doing the things what Krishna has told us to do in Bhagavad Gita? क्या हम चैंटिंग करते हैं? क्या हम शास्त्र पढ़ते हैं? क्या हम भक्तों का संग करते हैं? क्या हम सेवा करते हैं? Are we participating in all this? Are we associating with devotees at least once a week? If not, then understand that we are just superficially, emotionally and sentimentally having relationship with Krishna. Sorry dear devotees, थोड़ा strong बोल रहा हूँ, but this is the fact. If someone is saying that I love Krishna so much and I feel Krishna, but if we are not chanting regularly, if we are not offering bhoga to the Lord, if we are not doing devotional service, if we are not associating with the devotees, then it's just words from the mouth, not genuine relationship with the heart. Because all the sloka I gave with the reference, it is what Krishna says. It's not I am saying this, that is very much important. Along with that, the don'ts as well. What? Anukulyasya grahanam, pratikulyasya varjanam. What is not good? Krishna doesn't like us to do. Are we stopping that? No intoxication, no alcohol, no gambling, no illicit connections. All this Krishna has given. Are we avoiding all that? If we are doing that, that means we have genuine relationship with Krishna. Otherwise, it's so superficial. So we have to understand. We have to ask ourselves: are we ready to be corrected? Are we ready to follow the instructions of Krishna? We have to ask ourselves. We can. Let's do it. Kitna? 27 hai na? Yeah, just read 27 and then we will stop. Who wants to do? Shweta Mataji, you can do?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I will try Prabhu.
Yeah.
देशकालार्थयुक्तानि हुत तपोपाशामानि च हरन्ति स्मार्तश्च चित्तं गोविन्दाभिहितानि मे. Now I am attracted to those instructions imparted to me by the personality of Godhead Govinda, because they are impregnated with instructions for relieving the burning heart in all circumstances of time and space.
Amazing. So Arjun is mentioning, Prabhupada writes in the purport, Arjun here refers to the instructions of Bhagavad Gita, which was imparted him by the Lord. And Prabhupada writes in the purport that because Krishna Lord knew that we have very little time, we don't have time to go through all the Vedic scriptures, sare Vedas, Puranas, Shastras, sabko padh ke uska essence samajh sake. That's why Krishna has given the summary in Bhagavad Gita, and it's for all of us. It's for all the time in all the lands, and it is spoken by Lord Shri Krishna. Prabhupada writes a beautiful purport in this one, and Arjun is saying, I am attracted to this instructions. Why? Because these instructions relieves the burning of the heart in all circumstances, time and space. That's why, dear devotees, it is our duty to do what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. It's for us. Chanting karna padega. Please don't find excuses. Association of devotees, भक्तों का संग करना पड़ेगा. प्लीज डोंट फाइंड एक्सक्यूजेस. सेवा करनी है, कैसे भी करके मौका ढूंढ के भगवान की सेवा करनी है हमें. Whatever way we find, we can, in our comfortable way, we can do worship of Krishna at home and visit temple whenever possible. This is required. This is much better. This is higher compared to standing next to Krishna. Krishna is telling this to Arjuna. Okay. All right. I will stop here. Thoda sorry if it's hurt you with your relationship with your heart, relationship with Krishna, but this is the, see, it is said in Gujarati we say, Hari no marg che surano, nahi kayaranu kamre. That means Hari no marg che, to reach to Krishna, to have relationship with Krishna, is, it requires lot of strength. It requires lot of courage. It's not an easy job. प्रभुपाद को देखो कितना, प्रभुपाद भगवान के भगवत गीता का संदेश देने के लिए अमेरिका जा रहे थे, इन जलदूता, इन द कार्गो शिप. व्हाट डिड कृष्णा डू? 2 हार्ट अटैक्स. प्रभुपाद चाहते तो ही कैन कंप्लेन, क्या कृष्णा, आई एम गोइंग टू अमेरिका, यू आर इन माय हार्ट, यू आर नेक्स्ट टू सोल एंड सुपर सोल आर सिटिंग इन द हार्ट, और मुझे ही हार्ट अटैक दे दिया. ना कोई डॉक्टर है, ना कोई फैमिली मैन है, नो वन इज देयर इन द शिप विथ मी, and you gave me 2 heart attacks. I can't get any treatment, and I'm going out to give this message of Bhagavad Gita to America. And after reaching there also in America, he was doing typing. Us time pe the printing computers nahi the. He was using the typewriter to translate Srimad Bhagavatam. Typewriter got stolen. He was practically on the roads. So much of unsuccessful failures, even in India, writing letters, no one was helping. Dekho, it needs devotees lot of courage to walk on the path of Krishna consciousness. It's not sentimental. मुझे कृष्णा का प्यार है, मुझे अच्छा लगता है, मैं बातें करता हूँ, ये करता हूँ, ये सब ठीक है, बट इट नीड्स लॉट ऑफ करेज टू फॉलो द इंस्ट्रक्शंस व्हाट कृष्णा हैज सेड इन भगवत गीता, एंड कृष्णा विल टेस्ट अस। सबकी लाइफ में टेस्ट आएगा। कृष्णा विल से ये खाली सिर्फ मुंह से बातें करती है, बातें करता है, कि सही में दिल में ही इज रेडी टू गो थ्रू ऑल दिस। वी कैन सी इन द लाइफ ऑफ प्रभुपाद, वी कैन सी इन द लाइफ ऑफ सो मेनी आचार्यस that they haven't given up. Taste will come, Krishna will, hard taste will come. ये सबकी लाइफ में ऐसा भी कोई सिचुएशन आएगा, यार ये सब मैं इतने सालों से माला कर रहा हूँ, इज इट ऑल ट्रू, इज इट ऑल वर्किंग, पीपल आर नॉट चेंज्ड, आई एम नॉट चेंज। मुझे तो लगता है पहले मैं इतना अच्छा था, अभी तो मेरे नाउ आई एम गॉन डाउन आफ्टर चैंटिंग एंड रीडिंग भगवत गीता। ऑल दिस थॉट्स may come, आई एम टेलिंग फ्रॉम माय ओन एक्सपीरियंस, ऑल दिस थॉट में कम्स, बट वी हैव टू। माया अलग अलग खेल खेलती है, बाहर से भी कुछ टेम्पटेशन देगी, अंदर से भी कंफ्यूज कर देगी, बट हरिनो मार्ग छे सुरानो, नहीं कायर नु काम रे। दैट मीन्स one needs to have a lot of strength, one needs to be very brave, courageous to walk on the path of Krishna conscious and follow the instructions. All right, sorry. Anyone wants to add anything or question or नहीं? सॉरी, कुछ ज्यादा ही बोल दिया मैंने।
Thank you, Prabhu. Good.
प्रभु जी बहुत बहुत अच्छा बोला आपने, इट वाज सो नाइस, सो इंस्पायरिंग, थैंक यू सो मच।
सॉरी। चलो, ओके। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।
जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद
की जय।
Hare
जय श्री
Krishna. Thank
कृष्ण।
you, Prabhu.